Obviously, light's required for any plant growth, but you can have on cool season grasses, you can have not enough light, shade condition. You can also have too much light, and the plant needs to respond to that.
So when we talk about natural plant pigments and what they do with light, the general processes are going to include absorbance of light, transmission of light, and reflectance of light.
Plants accumulate carotenoid compounds. Some people might associate that with something like beta-carotene, the carotenoid that makes carrots orange. So carotenoids can physically absorb excessive amounts of light, so chlorophyll doesn't absorb it and lead to stress. The second way is turf grasses and plants will accumulate anthocyanin compounds, or purple compounds, or red compounds in the exterior parts of the leaves that screen the incoming light, or actually decrease the amount of incoming light, so chlorophyll actually does absorb less.
These pigments do have a cost, energy cost associated for their production in the plant. It's not a perfect system, and so while these pigments do operate within the light harvesting complexes in a turf grass plant, they can also break down.
So Ryder is able to replicate what the plant is naturally doing by essentially forming a light barrier on the outside of the leaf. And the best way to think of it is like as an umbrella or a shade that can physically decrease the amount of UV light to get into the plant, but also attenuate and decrease the amount of PAR light that's getting to the plant to help decrease light stress. And it's doing that through physically absorbing or reflecting those damaging wavelengths of light. The application of Ryder, the application of pigments, we're potentially decreasing that photosynthetic stress, thereby really decreasing the effects of the heat, the drought, or the cold.
So it's basically mimicking all of the components of pigments in a turf grass plant, with the exception that it's not a biological entity.
You do see improved growth when pigments are applied under stress.